Hi, I'm Sam Sorbo for Accidental Homeschooler. So Shandy Burke, is it Shandy or Shandy? She actually messaged me and asked me to share the difference between homeschooling and school at home, especially during our current times. So that's a COVID reference, obviously. And that's a great sort of segue from what I talked about yesterday in terms of the parent-child relationship and how best to, well, I talked about a bunch yesterday, the transition from having the child in school all the time to having the child home all the time and all of that. But this question, there is a big difference between school and education. And so I guess I just want to touch on this, that your job is not to recreate school at home. Your job as the parent/teacher is to mentor your child into becoming a responsible and productive adult, which is not the same as college prep and career readiness. Which is why when they tell us that they think that their job is college prep and career readiness, we ought to be asking questions. But we don't ask questions because we were taught in order to ask a question, you have to raise your hand and wait to be called on, and nobody's going to call on us. So when you think about educating your child this fall, think about the relationship. Think about what is important for your child to learn. So I started this week off with that quote about all the things that they don't teach in school, like how to talk to somebody who is ill, terminally ill, how to love somebody, how to let somebody go. All of those life skills that they don't teach. They don't even teach how to balance a checkbook, although nowadays we don't necessarily balance, well, we still balance checkbooks, right? Think about the things that you can teach your child that would be fun for you to teach your child, and start doing them now. And of course I'm talking about, okay, baking cookies. Teach your child how to bake. Let's bake cookies. What do you want to make? Let's look up a recipe. Let's find something else to do. So my son came to me with this idea that he wants to build a marble chute. It's a pretty complicated build. It involves wire, a special galvanized steel, wire, and soldering, same difference. No, soldering. He needs to cut some wood. He needed to paint the wood. Like, it's a big, complicated thing. And what he's learned over the years, because I would do projects with my kids. So we adopted a beardie. We adopted an Australian bearded dragon years and years ago because I wanted it. And we got it home, and I thought, it would be really cool if we could build him a castle because we named him Rex, which was, means king. And so I went online and with the kids, and I found a video about how to build a kind of a castle for your beardie out of styrofoam, and you cut it and you paint it and you glue it and all of that. And so with the kids, we built this castle. First of all, that was just fun for me. That's just fun, okay? But what did they learn? They learned, one, how to learn something from a YouTube video. Two, how to just make it happen. Because I took them to the store to buy the paint, the special paint, right? We had to find the right special paint and the right, the styrofoam, and we needed a special little saw to cut the styrofoam, and then we worked through it each step of the way. And so now he comes to me with this new project, and I have every confidence that he can do it. So we go and we get the materials that he needs, and it's not expensive. I mean, these are very inexpensive materials, both of those projects, frankly. So what he's learned with that is that he is ultimately very resourceful. That's not something that you learn in school because it's prepackaged. And so you guys are thinking, how do I prepackage school so that my child just gets this whole block of educational stuff? Education, like school. Here you go. You just sit and absorb and it'll go into your brain and then you'll be educated. That's not how it works. And I don't know how to impart that. So this whole week I've been like trying to figure out how to get you up to speed without you having to go through the steps. And of course I can't do it. There are steps to take. But what I can do is offer you maybe a glimpse so that as you walk, maybe your walk will be faster than mine. Mine was very slow. It took me a long time to get it all figured out. I'm really hoping that maybe I can, strangely, steepen the curve for you, not flatten the curve, steepen the learning curve, right? So that you get it faster. So it's not about how to make sure that your child stays on track with math. Unschoolers don't teach their kids math, which I was appalled the first time. I was just shocked by that the first time I heard about it. And she said, "You're going to ask me about math." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's the mom. And she said, "Well, the way I figure it, if he needs math to go to college, he'll learn it then." Now, maybe some of you out there are just absolutely flabbergasted, like dumbstruck, right? Because how do you expect a kid to learn calculus, at 16 when he doesn't even know how to add? But it doesn't quite work that way. And so at 7, when he's learning addition and subtraction and multiplication tables, say, if he doesn't learn them at 7, he'll learn them at 8. If he doesn't learn them at 8, he'll learn them at 9. And he'll learn them faster at 9 than he would at 7. So by the time he's 12, if he hasn't learned anything, at 12, boom, 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 he learns it really fast. Now, does it go, can we wait till 30? No, probably not, because there are developmental periods of the brain. So you don't want to just say, so that's why I could never be an unschooler. I think there's timing. I think kids need to learn stuff. But my point is, this month, maybe not this month. Maybe this month, a year from now is okay. Do you know what I mean? Not this month, 5 years or 10 years from now, but there is grace in here. There's flexibility. And so I'm hoping that you're not approaching this as checking off all the boxes as soon as you possibly can. I guess that's the final thing. Relax. Take it one day at a time. If you are really focused on igniting the natural curiosity of your child and showing them how to learn, best practices for learning, then you're doing your job. Because then they can learn anything at any time. And they'll come to you and say, "I want to build this, and I think I know how to do it. I think I can learn how to do the rest that I don't know." And so, and that's the best that you can possibly hope in terms of for the education of your child. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for listening. samsorbo.com for all further information. You can see the links below. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. Help me grow my reach. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get the word out, and you're part of this. So thanks for joining me on this journey, and I wish you lots of luck. See you next time.